Hey, welcome everybody. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. I totally did not just tweet out that I'm live because I got reminded. Totally not. What's good? Hey there, PackVim. Hey, Badman. Hey, Hot Soup. Hope things are going well with you. I'm ready for some Jump King. I don't know about you. Let me grab the controller. I don't remember where we left off, not that it really matters, because this is totally a game where you're kind of just... Well, okay, so we're here. Honestly, I don't mind starting off at the very beginning, because, again, like I've said before, it's a good warm-up. Hey, welcome, Rango, welcome. We're just playing some Jump King here. I had a pretty nice salmon dinner tonight. Not cooked anything like... oh, shit. Not really cooked anything particularly fancy. I just smooshed it in the Foreman grill for a little bit. Had it with a little bit of rice. Oops. Okay. Yeah, of course, the beginning of this is gonna be just about, recalibrating oneself, cause, well, you can't expect to have the perfect muscle memory right upon coming back after not playing for a while, you know? I guess you don't have to really worry about muscle memory too much in, like, some other things, like, I mean, like riding a bike or, driving a car. You typically don't, like, you're not like, oh man, hold on, I haven't driven in like a week. I'm gonna be hitting a few things, you know? Hopefully you retain your driving skills a little more than that, because I know I definitely went, like, longer than a week or more going without driving back in, like, you know, 2020, which I think a lot of people did, started doing less driving. We made it. We've gotten a fair bit right. We need to get that. Yeah, we've made it pretty far. I think a little bit farther than this area. That's not okay. Not too bad. Honestly, I'm fine with, like, falling. It doesn't make me too upset. Oops. Hey, welcome Zephirius, welcome Mr. J. Nice to have you. Yeah, it's a little bit of an earlier stream than normal. I know I typically stream at 11:45 or midnight, or, well, depending on how long you've been hanging around my channel, you'll know that I've kind of my night slot has kind of shifted around a fair bit. Like, back in the very earliest days, it was like at 12:05. 12:05 because I was like, man, it's confusing because I needed to, like, the best time for me to start was like midnight because of my situation. Oh shit. Whoops. So the best time for me to start was like midnight because my situation, but I'm like, well, 12 o'clock is too confusing because, like, people might know, because, like, 12 at midnight, you know, might be like the day before or the day after, depending on if you're, like, like sometimes it can be a little confusing because it's like 12 a.m., right? Like, what day do you put that on the schedule? Do you put it as the next day? Well, it's like the very beginning of the next day. Most people probably still think it's still the day before, right? At midnight, like, people aren't usually right away immediately. Like, personally, I'll still call it like the day before, like until like 2 or 4 a.m. or so, you know? So like even after midnight, to me it's still Thursday for a little while, you know? So yeah, that's why I set it at like 12:05. So okay, oh shit. And then it was like that for a long time. And then at some point I just decided that I'd do 11:45 instead. Because I wanted to put it on the schedule as definitively like the day before, just that night, you know? Like, instead of putting it, I decided to I changed my mind. Like, I wanted to put it definitively, like, you know, this is definitely a Thursday stream, right? Even though it's like at least now that it's starting at 11 p.m., it's like even more like definitely a Thursday, you know? But like 11:45 was like my compromise. But yeah, I'm thinking I might go with like 11 from here on. I don't know. I would just recommend checking around my channel around 11 midnight or so. Good chance I'll be streaming on a given day. I think the most likely days for me not to be streaming at night would be like Friday, Saturday, I think. Pretty much just Friday and Saturday are like the days I'm not likely to stream at night. It's around 5 or 6 a.m. Probably can't stay away for the full stream. For me, it's definitely a Friday stream, and that's what time zone soon. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, that's fine though. But I'm sure you've been in your time zone long enough that if you see somebody in Eastern time going, "This is a Thursday night stream," like, that you get that it's Friday for you, right? Like, that's probably not too difficult. But like, I don't know, just in terms for like being right at midnight on Eastern time makes it kind of like confusing for, I feel like, a lot of people. It's not as confusing if I use Pacific time, but I'm more used to using Eastern time, so. This game is super relaxing. I enjoy this game a lot. Bruh, imagine you have a messed up sleep schedule and are traveling internationally a lot. I mean, wouldn't that make it good though? Like, if you have a messed up sleep schedule and you travel internationally a lot, it's like maybe you hit some sweet spots to where like you're just perfect. Like, you have no jet lag because your sleep schedule is so fucked. You go from like halfway across the world and you're still fine because you're like, oh yeah, I'm used to this. I like for example, like if I were to fly, like, you know, probably like, I'm trying to think of the direction it's supposed to be. If I flew to like a time zone, like if I flew over to Pacific time, right? That's like 3 hours before. That's like 8. Like, jet lag. The jet lag that you typically have is that you're tired earlier, right? Because it's 11, but in Pacific time it's only 8. But for me, like, I'm used to staying up until like 6, 7 a.m. and other stuff. So if I flew over to Pacific time, I would actually get more regular. Like, you know? And then I also am the type that typically will like sleep. I'll often have naps. Although not, I haven't been napping as much in recent times. I've kind of been mostly getting sleep localized in like one area of the night, which is unusual to me. Which is I know like people that's how typically people do it, but it's a little weird for me. I mean, I still wake up at least a couple times, but it's still more regular. But yeah, like if I were to like fly internationally, I don't even think it would like really affect me that much. You know, like even if I went to Japan, I feel like if I went to Japan, I'd probably be like I'd have a more normal schedule because like what it's like just past noon over there. I have the energy to function at noon time right now. Like I feel like I can be functional and doing stuff for at least another like 6 or 7 hours and then some if I have to push it or more. You know, like I'm not gonna be like destroyed or anything if I oh shit. I'm not gonna be like destroyed or anything if I like go to like Japanese time. But some people like they can't do that. Like they'll get like completely fucked, right? Like just going like 3 hours difference, and like their whole biological clock will be like thrown off and everything. Me, it's like whatever, you know. I've always kept like weird hours though. Although like I guess it's more like a night owl in this, right? Wait, I can just do this. Yeah. Right. See, I don't mind the forest has nice ASMR, so honestly I like starting in the forest cuz it has one of the nicest soundtracks of the Jump King, which is just forest sound. Like quiet forest sound. Well, I guess it's not quiet, but wood area feels like home. It it feels comfortable to me. Like definitely like I grew up in an area where if you open the door and you listen outside, you'd hear basically this. In like the summer or question is how long it takes before your sleep schedule is then also messed up again by a specific time you fly back and becomes normal. Uh, wouldn't it become more like messed up if you flew if I went like 3 hours? Let me think. So if I adjusted there and then I'd be like I'd probably be even worse like here because I'd be like, I'd be like, oh man, it only feels like it's 6 a.m. I'm not that tired, and it's actually like 10 a.m. and I'm gonna get tired at like 1 p.m. Which is again, it's not that weird for me because it's the main thing that like separates like what my when I sleep is just the quantity I sleep at a time. If I sleep during the day, I tend to sleep short. Lately, if I sleep at night, I've been sleeping like longer periods. Like I'll sleep like 2 or 3 hours and then sleep for like 2 or 3 and then sleep for like 2 hours. Just never stop traveling. Just like I want to be on like the Grand Cipher, like in Grand Blue, like airship. Well, I guess the airship. I don't know how fast the airship is. I don't think it's like a. I don't think it's like the level of a. I don't know if the Grand Blue stuff is as fast as like airplanes. I feel like airplanes are probably faster than airships in. I don't know. I don't know if the Grand Blue stuff is as fast as like airplanes. I feel like airplanes are probably faster than airships in. I feel like airplanes are probably faster than I don't know. Like in terms of like the size, like I don't know how the Granblue world like matches up compared to the Earth. Cause like, you know, it's kind of hard to gauge like, you know, if okay, so this airship took 5 days to travel from here to here. It's like, well, if you don't know how fast it's traveling, like you have no idea how distant that could be. That could be like, you know, the distance between across like the US, or that could be the distance across like freaking, you know, to Australia or something, right? Like you have no clue. That's why it's like hard to gauge like the size of like the Granblue world. Sounds like a topic for one of those game theory channels. Yeah, definitely. Although honestly, like when I think of airship, my first airships were the Final Fantasy 4 and 6 airships. The Final Fantasy 4 airships were cool. Cuz you got like multiple kinds, and like they were like fixed, and you had to like reinforce them to like travel down in the underground where there's like lava and stuff. I don't know. There was FF4 was like had a lot of like airship focused stuff. Final Fantasy 6 had an airship where it was like Setzers. It didn't have that much going on with it. It was mainly like there was an airship, that airship got lost, and then we unearthed a new airship that happened to be like from the former airship person's like lover or something, that like her airship or something. So there was like a little story behind it, but it wasn't like Final Fantasy IV where there was a whole quest behind like fixing the airship and reinforcing it, and also the fact that FF4 like even more so was like kind of driven, like the initial narrative was like revolved around airships because it was all about like the Red Wings, the Red Wings and how they like went and like destroyed stuff, right? Like in Final Fantasy IV. I don't know what they're probably translated to something else, but I'm pretty sure they were called like the Red Wings. Card games for real life aircrafts. I wonder how that would work. There's a card game for birds. I saw this. I've been kind of eyeing this game, but I haven't gotten around to buying it. Who knows? Maybe since we just brought it up, I'll buy it. Like, and we'll play it tomorrow. I haven't decided what I'm playing tomorrow, but or for Friday, like afternoon. But it's this game called Wingspan, and it's like a card game, and I guess it's like a physical card game too. So, I don't know. It probably doesn't use much, like, you know. It's probably not too complicated. Well, I mean, it can still be complicated and be a physical card game, definitely, but oh, that was gross. Oh, that was so gross. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, I'll explain what happened in just a second. It doesn't. It tastes kind of watery, probably because I just ate a bunch of the. So I like those. I like those sorts of teas where like you have like the on the go packets, where it's like the powdered stuff in like the packet and you put it in the drink. It's like it's sugar free, but I'll often prepare for a stream, put some ice in one of my bottles, and then I'll empty one of those powder packets, and then I'll close the bottle, and then I'll shake it a bunch, and then I have my drink for the stream, right? So I did all that, except I forgot to shake the bottle, and so like when I drank from it, I just got like just like a mouthful of like super concentrated powdered drink all at once. It was super gross. Oh my god. And now my drink tastes watery because I just like ingested like a majority of like the drink flavorings at one at once. At least you're not drunk like I am. Oh, welcome, dreaded fate. And it's difficult for me to get drunk, honestly. Like it'd be nice if I could just like have like two shots and I'm sloshed. That would be fun. But no, I'll have like you know I can have like a fair bit. The problem is a combination of I can have a fair bit and before it affects me, and I don't like the taste like at all. Like it's so repulsive to me actually. So it's like why would I want to do that when like I don't know, there are better alternatives. Anyway, let me get back to jumping. This was kind of a talk break. Also, yeah, I got distracted by the freaking. Hold on, let me hydrate some more. Okay, the drink's not that watery. I think it just tastes it just doesn't taste strong compared to that huge mouthful of like powder that I got all at once. So it's not gonna taste nearly as strong after that, obviously. Don't drink alcohol straight up, so I'm fine. Oh yeah? Like, honestly, like even I can handle beer. Like, honestly, like I had a bunch of friends and we all like hung out and had craft beer every Monday. Back when I was an undergrad. And I didn't really like I wasn't really a fan of beer, but I liked trying out like new drinks and stuff and just like experimenting with those. And because there was all like the different kinds, the different tastes and stuff, so it was interesting. And it was fun also because basically we had a thing where it was a bunch of us. It was probably anywhere from like 6 to 8 of us, 6 to 9 of us, I think. 6 to 9 of us, 6 to 10 of us, that would get together on on Mondays and share like craft brews. Like a bunch of like most of us, or at least like a lot of us, would each bring like a 6 pack of a different craft beer, you know. So basically, at on each Monday, like the and then the person that we like gathered at, like their fridge, was completely like the main area was basically just all beer. So it was stocked with just like we would just fill that with like all the different types of beer that we brought to sample, to try out. So then we'd like sample all the different beers. So it was a great way to like try out all kinds of different beers and also just hang out and have fun. You know, it was a fun social thing in undergrad that that I did. But I determined that I don't really like beer. I have there's a few that I can like sort of tolerate, right? Like I can handle blondes and wheat beers can be pretty good and lambics I like, but for the most part, if I'm thirsty, I'm never like, man, I crave like a beer or something, you know? Like alcohol does not associate itself with like pleasant quenching of thirst, you know? It's just oh that you're drinking that because you want to have fun, you know? It's not at all associated with thirst. Beer is like there's a lot of beer to me is like not that good. But like there's a lot of different types of beer, honestly. Like it's hard to say that like there's no beer that you'd like because I think like for like the grand majority of people there's probably some kind of beer that they like that they would like. It's just that there's so many different types out there. It's hard to and it's hard to find, right? Like how do you pick how if there's like three beers in the world that you would like, how do you find those three beers? Like but like that's one of the reasons why I was like doing like the beer sampling because it was fun and I was like and I did find a few things that like so like if I'm at like a beer thing where like there's a lot of people drinking like craft brews, I can at least be like, oh yeah, I'll have like a wheat beer or one of these, or I'll have a sip of IPA just because the taste is interesting and strong, but like I don't want a whole IPA. That's a lot for me. Like I love having like a sip of IPA. That's enough for me. What? We are falling back down. Oh well. Yeah, honestly, like if if I wanted to explore like getting inebriated again, I think what I would have to do is I would have to up my like mixed drink game because I would have to find like good mixed drinks that like don't that cut the taste of alcohol enough that like I can drink enough and not like be full on liquids and also but also like it be strong enough that I get drunk. Like I want to have some kind of like drunk stream or kind of like a drinking party sort of thing, but part of it is I need to find like the good occasion to do it. Um, Opinion on tomato juice. Tomato juice can be pretty good. Like honestly, like I'll have like tomato juice once or twice every like few years, and then I'll have a taste for it, and then I'll want like V8 or I've had like I don't. I think I've had clamato juice before. I don't remember if I've had clamato. That might be gross to me. I don't know if I've ever tried it, but like tomato juice, like can be pretty good. It's just not something I have very often. It's kind of like a once a year or multiple year. Just drink at a margarita at a bar or bowling alley. Oh man, I haven't been to a bowling alley in probably like a few years. I think. No wait. I think I might have gone to a bowling alley within the past year, or I don't know. Like I realized. No wait, it's probably been within the past like 2 or 3 years. I think, but drinking at a bowling alley, huh? That's the thing though. Like it's too much effort for me to get like inebriated with alcohol, like to the point where it's like man, do I even bother? Like it's gonna cost a lot of money too. Like it's not that bad, like, but if I just like suck it up and drink like, I don't know, like vodka cranberries or something. If I have like 4 or 5 vodka cranberries, I'm sure I'll probably start feeling it. Two margaritas at a bowling alley was worth it, yeah. That sounds nice. I'm trying to think if I've had like, when's the last time I've had a margarita? No, you know what I like? I like strawberry daiquiri. I don't know how you pronounce daiquiri. Daiquiri. It's pronounced like something like that. I think it's daiquiri. Strawberry daiquiri. It's basically like a strawberry smoothie that's alcoholic. You know, fancy word for an alcoholic strawberry smoothie. That's pretty good. You're already drunk before you get to the point. Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's totally fair. I've totally, you know what they call that? They call that pre-gaming. That's just some pre-gaming. I've pre-gamed before, like going to like I've pre-gamed before going to MTG tournaments before. Wait, I don't know if I should say that. I think that's not a very like controversial thing. Well, like I mean, it's also like I think I've also played like well, I've definitely played like Magic and other stuff at like anime conventions, and like anime conventions, like there's a lot of people that get like various degrees of inebriated at those. There's like a whole subculture of just like the party, drinky, and other stuff type at those places. I remember like at cons, like, you know, people would have like booze and other stuff in their like containers, and just like sharing it with people, you know. That's probably calmed down a fair bit, especially with like, you know, the virus and stuff going on. But like back in the day, like, I don't know, it was just it was very fun and very free, and like I remember there was someone that was I met someone that was dressed up as like a white mage or a black mage or something, and they had a potion belt, and they had a bunch of different potions of different colors, and each of them was different alcohol, and they were like, I've been to anime conventions. Oh yeah, definitely. I've been to like over 20 anime conventions. No, it's probably, I think the number is like in the 30s now, to be honest. Like that goes to show you how long I've been around for. Like literally, like my first anime convention was in 2001. And I was going to anime conventions yearly up until the point where, like, you know, the virus and stuff happened. And I was going to more than one yearly. Like, I was going to at least one yearly. So that's why I say, like, it's in the numbers in, like, the 30s, you know? Because I was also going, like, 2 cons a year for many years. I don't know. I'm an old convention hopper. I did a lot. I hung out at a lot of conventions and chatted with a lot of people. It was a lot of fun. I haven't been to a convention in a while though. How old am I? That's kind of a mystery, isn't it? I can't just be completely like, come on. Are you expecting a girl to be like that free with her age? I mean, I feel like I'm already like about as comfortable as, almost as comfortable as I'm gonna get. In that you can basically ballpark it to probably within like a few years of time. You know, I'm definitely not in my 20s, I'll say that much. I mean, I do say I'm a boomer rat. I mean, I don't think I'd be able to say I'm a boomer rat if I was also in my 20s. That's kind of, I feel like it starts at like 30 and up for like saying you're a boomer. I don't know. Personally. Between 1 and 100. Yes, that's a good range. I'm either lying or I'm kind of old. Well, I mean, you can choose to believe what you want. I mean, I don't really care, honestly. Like, the people that have been around here know that I'm serious because I've been, you know, around for a year, and it's not like I've changed my story or anything, because it's not like I've been lying or anything, really. Honestly, there's things I'm not really like gonna be like straight up lying about stuff, you know. I mean, there's some things that I'm like, I gloss over or I might omit, but like in terms of like straight up lying, I'm not like saying like, oh yeah, I'm definitely a boomer, but I'm actually like 5 years old, you know. No, I am actually a boomer. I've been to a ton of anime conventions. I mean, I can talk about it like I've been there. Like, I don't know. Anime conventions are fun. The best part about them is the fact that like everyone is just like so well, I don't know how things are these days, because honestly, I haven't been to a con since the, you know, the virus stuff, but I do have plans to go to like probably conventions in the near future. But yeah, like I love how like free expression and stuff that cons can be. Like, you have people just dressed up as all different sorts of things, just like hanging out and doing whatever, and no one's like judging anybody, you know. You have someone dressed up as a ninja, dressed up next to someone dressed up as like the Kentucky Fried Chicken person, dressed up to like, you know, Cardcaptor Sakura, all in line at McDonald's, you know, and people are just like, yeah, whatever, this is just normal. And it's great. It's so much more interesting to people watch than just regular places, right? And you don't even have to do that. That's the thing. Like, you can go in complete plain clothes. I mean, there's plenty of conventions where I've just not even cosplayed, and I've just pretty much just went plain clothes, and I just went to hang out and talk to people, you know. But it was a lot of fun. But like, you know, you don't have to like dress up as all that. But even if you're not being dressed up, it's still fun, like just being around there and just like seeing all these people enjoying themselves, you know. And no one's like, hey, what's with that weird outfit, you know. No one's like heckling. Well, there's actually sometimes will be like odd instances here and there of like hecklers or like normies that are like peeking in from the outside, kind of like talking to people, like kind of being like, oh, you know, like because anime conventions will often take place like, you know, in public spaces, and like sometimes there'll be like events going on at the same time, like next to the place. Like I've been to anime cons where there's like weddings happening next door, and like the people from the wedding party are all like peeking in and like whatever. And I remember there was like one time where like someone some cosplayers snuck into like a prom or something that was going on nearby, and they were like dressed up as like Squall and Renoa, I think, or like some other like formal like ball gown, like cosplay, like a formal looking cosplay. But they managed to like pass for getting into the place because they looked formal enough. I think like people were like joking, talking about that, and I think there was a couple of pictures that like surfaced afterwards. Do I dress up? Sometimes, not always. I mean, it is a lot of effort and work and time, and sometimes, you know, I've had cons where I was more rushed and not able to like prepare that much in advance, so I mainly just went to like hang out and like, but like even if you're not cosplaying, it's fun to like, especially if the game room is lit and like it's a really nice and they have like all the rhythm games and stuff. It's really great. I highly recommend everybody go check out an anime convention, especially if you like at all like anime or are interested in games, or like there's actually a fair bit of people at anime cons who don't even care that much for anime. Like I've been to anime cons to where like there's a bunch of people that are like from the gaming community that go to the game, because the game room will have like tournaments, you know, so there'll be like fighting game tournaments and tournaments of all different types of games. So like they'll have people that like sometimes game rooms will even have like a special pass where you just pay for the game room and you don't have to pay for anything else, because there are some people that are literally just there for the game room and they spend like the entire time like in the game room the entire convention, and that's fine because that you can do that if you want. If you want to just treat a convention as a weekend where an arcade, a cool as fuck arcade exists where people are just dressing up and hanging out all weekend, that just go to a convention. That's basically what it is. Like that's one of the things that you can enjoy at a con. And if you want to hang out with just people in a quiet room and watch anime, random ass anime, I mean, there's viewing rooms at cons. Like, there's just tons of stuff to do at cons. Like, if you're at all a geek or anything like that, there's a reason why so many people go to cons, and there's more people going every year, and why people even like go to cons when like there's the danger of like getting sick and stuff is because they're so awesome that like, why wouldn't you want to go to these, like as many of these as you can? Like honestly, I've been to like over 30 cons and I still think they're freaking awesome and I still want to go to them. Like people were like, oh yeah, you'll get sick of cons, like, you know, when you grow up and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, sure, and you know, it's like you know, 20 years later, it's like, yeah, how about that? Shows you what you know. Then again, if you told me when I was in high school that like I would grow up to become an anime character, I would have been like, damn straight. I mean, I would have been like, really? Anyway, I need to drink some more. Hold on. Never been to one myself. I know a few people did. Some of who craft costumes. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, and crafting costumes is so fun. Like, and like, you can have like the most jank ass cosplay in the world, and sometimes if your cosplay is so jank, it'll be like legendarily jank, and then it'll get like attention. You know, like, I think like there's the both sides of like the extremes will get like the attention and the pictures and stuff that'll like surface on the net, you know. There's like so many like cool ideas that you'll see, like people with like, you know, music like embedded in their costume that like plays as they walk around, and like people dressed up as like entire booths, or like, you know, and then you'll even have people that are like not even dressed up as like anime stuff. They're dressed up as like I said, like KFC mascot, like there's some people that like are like normies and just want to hang out and just want to treat it like it's Halloween, and just like they'll wear like Halloween costumes and shit, you know. And I've seen that. I've seen like normies just walk around being like, "Oh man, do you see this shit? It's like, do you see it over there?" Like, and they're just dressed up in like normie ass costumes, like like ninja, pirate, like not even like a specific pirate, just like a pirate, and they're just like, going around enjoying shit because why wouldn't you? Like, I mean, why not? Like, you can dress up and you can just enjoy yourself. No one's gonna judge you, you know. Everyone's doing that. Like you really think you're gonna stand out? Like you might be self-conscious, but like you're just gonna be another. In some ways, it's nice because you're just gonna be like another face in the crowd, right? But at the same time, if you want attention for your nice costume, you have to step up your game because there's a lot of good cosplayers and costumes out there, and I've had some pretty decent cosplays, and I mean I've gotten like a little bit like nothing like major, I'm mostly pretty low key with my costumes in the past, Otacon has a great gaming space. Oh yeah. Honestly, as long as the con has cooperation with like a reputable like Japanese arcade kind of like supplier, like a Japanese oriented like specialty games supplier that specialize in going to cons and setting up like game stuff. Like I've seen like really shitty like game rooms at like cons that are just like literally like they probably like took all the arcade games at like the nearby bowling alleys and shit and just like put them in a room, right? But like when they're like a good game room, like that's just awesome. Like game room where there's like fucking 40 TVs and just tables all over the place, and then like on the other side there's like arcade machines all over the place, and there's like tons of rhythm games of all different types, multiple pop-in. I love it whenever there's multiple pop-in music machines. That's the sign of a good game room to me, is if there's at least one pop-in music machine, ideally two, then I'll be happy, and I'll camp that machine for a good while for multiple times at a con. Pop-In Music is a rhythm game. It's a really fun rhythm game that uses 9 buttons. Part of the Bamani family. Konami. People are probably most familiar with DDR of the Bamani family. DDR is just one of a number of whoops. There's also like Para Paradise, Beat Mania 2DX, Pop-In Music, DDR, Keyboard Mania, Guitar Freaks. And people are like, oh yeah, Guitar Hero and stuff and stuff. I always think of Guitar Freaks and Drum Mania first, like, cause I'm old school when it comes to like rhythm games and stuff. Like, I was playing like Guitar Freaks Drum Mania before like Rock Band blew up, and I mean, I realize that might make me sound a little bit pretentious, like, oh yeah, I was into it before, but I mean, it's just true. Like, I used to be. Wait, I wonder if that's a shortcut. I want to try something. Oh no, I thought maybe there was gonna be like a weird shortcut. It's funny to me that Konami owns more than one rhythm game IP. Really? They own like a ton. They own like what, probably like 6? They started off with, I think there's Guitar Freaks, Drum Mania, Keyboard Mania, which is defunct, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if the others are. DDR, Pop-In Music, Paradise. There was another one. Is Sound Voltex by Konami as well? I don't remember. Yeah, a Japan-themed festival is definitely different. Although honestly, at Japan-themed festivals, you'll sometimes get people who think it's a con and will come up dressed as like weird-ass cosplay, and they always are conspicuous and stand out and always make me cringe. Like, just because it's a Japanese event doesn't mean it's necessarily like a cosplay-oriented event. But I've seen people that are just like, oh, Japanese cultural festival, that means I should cosplay as my, like, I don't know. And depending on what it is, it might not be bad. Like, I think if it was a Japanese cultural festival and you dressed up as, like, the Doraemon, I don't think anyone would, like, depending on this, it really depends. It's just, you know what I mean. People should just be careful. You only play Duel Links from Konami? Yeah. I play Master Duel. Master Duel is a lot of fun. I wouldn't play Duel Links, though. Personally. I don't like the idea of a dumbed-down version of Yu-Gi-Oh! I like the complicated-ass, crazy FTK, OTKs, and fun stuff going on in that game. Alright, hold on a second. I've been talking a lot and focusing a lot on talking, and as such I'm making like zero progress. So I'm gonna shift gears a little bit, and I'm going to shift a little bit more attention on the game and make talking secondary for a little bit, but I'll still try to talk to you. Spent over 1,000 on that game. Spent over $1,000 or spent over 1,000 hours? Oh. Yeah, I'd be honestly like more impressed with the 1,000 hours. That's a lot of hours to spend. $1,000, yeah, that's fair. I don't know how much I've spent in the total of my playing Magic the Gathering. Well, it's hard to say because like I've also won a lot from Magic the Gathering, and I've also paid for a lot of drafts and other stuff with my winnings and stuff. So if you just calculate like the total amount, it's hard to say. But I've like in terms of just amount sunk into like with tournament costs, pack costs, entry costs, and stuff like that, definitely over $1,000 at this point. I've been in and out of that game for like 20 years, so it's like that's totally fair. I can see that. You made your money back? Wait, you can't make money in Duel Links, can you? Like, or like, can you sell your account? I mean, I guess you can sell like anything these days, but I don't think I doubt you're talking about like any sort of betting system. That'd be crazy if there was something like that. I play quite a bit of Master Duel, but I spent, the money good amount of budget paper cards, though. I have a play group. I'm gonna maintain the Yu-Gi-Oh cube. Oh man, how does a Yu-Gi-Oh cube work? Like, do you actually draft from like a Yu-Gi-Oh cube? Like, do you? Like, I have no idea how like a draft of Yu-Gi-Oh would even work. There's like so many like specific cards. Like, I mean, like the cards are like search for this specific archetype card, and oh yeah, I said I was gonna be focusing more on the game, damn it. took a break for like a year and made your money back? More than that? Oh, do you mean like you made your money back in terms of like just doing stuff like work and other stuff? I thought specifically like you made your money back using the Duel Links account specifically. Oh shit. Honestly, it's therapeutic to just like spend some time jumping, make like no progress, and just chat for a little while as an excuse to Zatsudan. Let's actually get up here. Ah, dang it. I'll get there. It's more work than making an MTG cube, definitely can't include whole archetypes. Yeah, that's... I can imagine it's like a ton of work, but that's really cool that you do that. The idea of a Yu-Gi-Oh cube sounds interesting, and I would love to try that out. That sounds like fun. Honestly, like there's part of me that kind of wants to go back to Magic, like just to play it a little bit. Like I know I'm probably gonna not stick with it that long and go back to Yu-Gi-Oh, but like I don't know. Magic is not bad. I know I joke about like Magic, like abandoning Magic in favor of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't think Magic is a bad game. I think definitely it's had a lot of time and effort and attention put into it by a lot of people, and it can be rewarding. But like I've been doing stuff involving Magic for so long that like even though I've been like hitting Yu-Gi-Oh like a ton over the past like how many months has it been? 5 months? 5 months since I started streaming Yu-Gi-Oh? Or so? 5 or 6 months? Because I started in like February, right? Or end of January? But, oh, what was my train of thought? I ever play Elden Ring? Last week. Yeah, I play Elden Ring. I streamed it last week. I was gonna actually stream Elden Ring today at 2 p.m. but I was tired and I had some things that I wanted to work on, so I decided to call the stream off. That was already going to be like my second stream, or my first of 2 streams in the day, so I don't really feel bad about calling it off or anything, but oops. Yeah, Elden Ring is fun. It's really big though. Like time for me to take a snooze. Alright, take care, Peckman. And sweet dreams. We'll get up this yet. The problem is, it's just like, it's... I need to actually, like, focus more on it. Well, if I actually, like, focus, I'll make progress very quickly, you know? But, barring, like, mistakes like that, but... dang it. Not enough. Is level 251 considered tryhard? In Elden Ring? I don't know. That sounds more like grind hard than try hard. I did most of my stuff at like low levels. Like I beat Moog with like a plus, I think a +6, +5 or +6 golden halberd, and like I think 23 vigor. So I wasn't really taking a lot of damage. I wasn't really able to take a lot of damage, and I also didn't have the thing that allowed you to stop his middle attack, his big attack thing. I just tanked it. Still play MTG mostly due to family. It takes me to modern tournaments. Oh, that would be fun. I wouldn't mind playing like a tournament with a loner deck. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. I've done decently well with loner decks in the past, and decks that I've kind of like built last minute. Oh, yeah, it was too far. What's today? So it's Friday now. Let's see. I don't know what I am streaming to. I don't know what I'm streaming in the afternoon yet. I think. Yeah, it's a mystery stream on my schedule. There's also a chance I take it off too, because there's honestly like some things that I was planning on doing that I haven't gotten around to doing. I wanted to make some shorts, and I wanted to, and in order to do that, I need to like watch some VODs and do some clipping, because I don't have an editor. I do all my own clipping and stuff. I thought about maybe getting an editor. I don't know how I would find one. I guess I could try Fiverr, but it's specifically finding one that specializes in like VTuber clip editing. I think is difficult. I've heard people expressing difficulty in finding that. Also, like, I don't know, like, if I trust people's like vision in representing me correctly. I mean, I'm sure it would turn out fine if I found like the right person. Hooray, at least we're here now. Oh. You do edit stuff, really? Hey, welcome, Chris. Welcome. Yeah, well, if you have a portfolio, feel free to message that to me on Twitter, and perhaps we can look into something. Honestly, also, the other problem is I don't know how to work with an editor yet, because like I've never really worked with an editor. So I don't know if I'm just like, am I just like here's my VODs, and then they just like look, or am I like, here's my VODs, can you cut these specific parts, and or like, I don't know, Or are they just like, okay, I'm gonna look at your content and decide what I want to make myself? Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how I go about it. I guess my YouTube channel is my portfolio. I'm not a pro. I mean, to me, if you've done work and you have the ability to be paid for your craft, like you have the potential to be paid. I mean, that's not like, that doesn't mean like, oh yeah, I can say I'm a pro now, but like in technical terms, like, I mean, does that mean like professional level essentially mean like you can get paid for doing it, right? So if you, even if you don't have a portfolio, like if you have a YouTube channel that you have like your work and you can show it to people and then do work for people and then get paid for that, then that's basically being a professional. I mean, by the strictest definition, I think. Huh? May or may not know a guy in case you want 4 hands instead of 2. Yeah, I'll consider it. The other thing is I'm like also kind of picky, you know? And like I don't want to picky in terms of like I don't know. I mean I think it's a given that you have your preference for how you want things to turn out. And that's honestly why I haven't really like spent like serious work looking into an editor, because I'm just like, it's easier for me to just, because I have an idea in mind, it's easier for me to just go in and find it myself and then figure it out and cut it myself. And it's good practice, and I like training my skill set and learning, so it's like I should do it. So it's like I might as well do it, you know. That's why why I haven't looked at an editor. But like if I find like an editor that I like, I really like their work, or I think that it might work out well. Message you elsewhere. Oh yeah, like I said, you can just send me a message on Twitter. My message box is open, so I should be able to get that, and I can take a look and see if it's the sort of thing that I'm looking for. Honestly, like I'm still on the fence about whether I even want to like get an editor in the first place. So if I decide against it, it's nothing personal or anything. Definitely not anything personal. We're back to the forest ASMR. The forest should be longer. Like there should be like a... I guess it is longer if you're not good. But it's not fair. I'm good enough to where if I actually pay attention, I go fast. Going back to Elden Ring, my character's 172. Damn, 172? My character's at like 50 or like 60 or something. I think probably in like the 60s. I haven't leveled up like a ton or anything. Too far. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that coming. How are we doing on time? Hour and 14 minutes? I don't know how long I'll go tonight. I mean, probably at least 2 hours. I feel like I have at least like 45 more minutes of me, maybe. Whoops. I don't know what that piddly jump was. I think I just want more, I think my subconscious wants more forest ASMR. Yep, definitely. I did not mean to jump down here. Beautiful metals above the floor. Wait, why did I jump that way? Have you guys seen that new game that everyone's been playing lately? The Stray game? That game where you play as a cat? I thought about maybe playing that, but I don't know. I'm like hesitant to do something just because everyone is doing it, but I mean the idea seems like a novel one, and playing as a cat sounds like it could be fun. But I could also sleep on it, you know. I don't have like a burning urge to play it or anything. It seemed like fun, but like not like so insanely fun that I have to play it like immediately. I kept all of mine at level 150. That grind spot is actually stupid. Oh really? Didn't use it much, bumped in my level. Man, it's absurdly silly how easy it is to grind once you get there. Oh really? Like, I was just using that one field of the... But I'm sure there's like really easy places to grind, huh? Souls. Honestly, part of me like wants to just like play the game at low soul level, you know? Like I have I managed to beat man, did I ever post that? Did I ever post the clip of me beating whatchamacallit? Tower Guard Kun? Shit, what was his name? What was the name of the knight that had the golden halberd? The Tree Sentinel. Right. There was the stream where I competed with I think Ina and who was it? Ina and Iris, and was it just Ina and Iris? Or it might have been 3 people. But they had a competition where to see who was be the first person to beat Tree Sentinel as Wretched, you know, the basically speedrun Tree Sentinel with the shittiest class. And I competed at the same time they did, and I managed to beat it on my first try, which was pretty crazy. I had gotten a feel for it like before. That wasn't like literally my first attempt ever, but I never actually like had beaten it with the Scourge like before. I just kind of got a feel for it and fought him a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, I have an idea what I'm gonna do, and then yeah, I did and that proof of that is the stream is up on, if you search. I don't know if it's in the Elden Ring playlist. It probably is. But yeah, I like honestly doing things at like low soul level. Like the challenge is fun, and I don't know. Dark Souls was never really a game to me that where I felt like it was a game where like it was about raising your stats. It was more about triumphing over a difficult challenge and learning boss patterns and stuff like that. Pattern recognition and triumphing over something difficult. And something that requires a lot of endurance and persistence. Too far. Yeah. Tree Sentinel Challenge? What was the record on that? I don't remember. It was pretty quick. I mean, I managed to Oh, there you go. Thank you, Batman. Didn't I beat it like twice? I thought I remember I beat it the first time. No, and then I went to try to do Margit as well. I don't think I managed to beat Margit, but I managed to do a decent amount. Margit was a fun fight. I beat him at like really low. I beat him with like a +1 great axe with like no health. I had like 9 vigor, I think, or like 13 vigor or something small like that when I fought Margit. The full clip of my fight for that is on there. But see, I have clips of some of the fights, like my fight against the Black Blade Kindred and my fight against Margit. Like those are up on my channel in my clips area, but there's not oh shit. I keep going too far there. They're not edited clips though. It's just edited like the start and the finish, you know, but they're not like, you know, the highlights or anything. It's just the whole fight if you wanted to watch the whole fight. Oh, it took me another few tries? Okay. So yeah, I guess I beat it twice then. Oh, you mean Margit, not Moog. That'd be crazy if I went to fight Moog with that would be fun, fighting Moog with oh shit. It's definitely Moog. Oh, really? I went back to fight Moog? Oh, was I in the middle of fighting Moog when I did the Tree Sentinel? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about when I went and fought Margit a little bit. Yeah, I was grinding Moog for like a number of streams. That was fun. I didn't manage to beat him though. The Black Blade Kindred was the one that gave me the most trouble though. I think I was one shot by all of his attacks except for maybe one of them. Still? But see, the thing is that it did take me, it was a lot of trouble, but those are like the most fun fights for me in the game. Like I would love to fight them again. But like the other fights that I did where I was at like higher level and I had more health and it was more of just kind of like haha heal, you know, and like those were not as like memorable for me because I just kind of brute forced it with healing, you know. Still more challenges to come. You haven't beaten the game yet. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's definitely a lot of. I think I've only gotten like one or I think I've gotten like 2 great runes. Damn it! I have to go even farther back. I thought I was didn't have to go that far back. Man, the ending of Yeah Boy Coming was really good. I just watched that today. It was very inspiring too because, you know, it's all about people following their dreams and the plight of performing and stuff like that, and it kind of hit home because, you know, I am content creator trying to make it in the VTuber world. So it was kind of inspiring. I mean, it'd be nice if I had, you know, Calm Ming as a strategist, but I have to be my own Calm Ming because I'm good at strategy, you know? Strategy and tactics games are like my favorite, but yeah, I'm gonna be the strategy queen. That would be a fun title to have, the strategy queen. Yeah, if you check my channel, I've played a lot of different strategy games. Hey, welcome Haru Takuza. Welcome. Nice to have you. We're finally out of the sewers. Let's see if we can get to Bargainburg in short time. Did beat it after... Wait, it's funny you mentioned that. Briefly on the Sekiro, fight a boss you really didn't like. Oh yeah? I went and checked out Sekiro for a little bit again. Sekiro was a really good game. Honestly, I think it's my favorite FromSoft game. Part of me wants to go back and beat Sekiro again. Or maybe I'll do like a thing where I try to beat all the... I don't know, I could do a thing where I try to beat the game again on stream, but... Yeah. Never play that game? Yeah. I was gonna say if you like Dark Souls games, but it's not really a Dark Souls game, but it is like 3D. It's 3D combat. Well, if you ask people who have played Sekiro a lot, they'll tell you that Sekiro is a rhythm game, because it is. It involves a lot of like precise movement and parrying. Like it involves parrying a lot more. Like parrying's not just an option in Sekiro, it's pretty much required. I mean, although I've seen people beat the game with no R1, but you know, in normal circumstances, you're supposed to be blocking and parrying attacks. And it's very fun because it's a nice dueling feel to it, in a way that is different from Dark Souls. Damn it. How different is it from Elden Ring? Yeah, it's very different. Definitely different. I don't know if I would... It's hard for me. I don't know what I would call like genre-wise. I guess it's what, an action RPG? I guess they're both like action RPGs, but like they're not like the same type. Like the mechanics in Sekiro are very different. They have some of the same like memes. Like for example, you have like a gourd that you heal, and you get like items that increase your healing gourd capacity, and so that's kind of like Estus basically. Hey, we're in Bargainburg again. Holy crap. Can we actually make it? Oh. I want to buy that thing. I heard that you can get like a coin or something. Yeah, I'm punished. Is it more like Bloodborne? Wouldn't say so. A lot more verticality. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more verticality because you can jump, like, you can jump really high in Sekiro. Because you're basically like a ninja. I mean, you're a shinobi, I think. So it's more like, and you have like prosthetics that have different effects, like different weapons. Basically, you have sub weapons, but you don't actually change your main weapon. You're always just using your sword. Like the sword is the weapon meant to do most of the combat and the work in the game. Cause it's a game about, like, you know, Japan in Japan-esque environment with katanas and stuff, you know. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna need like, I think I'm gonna need like 80% power for that. Okay. Ah, dang it. Fantasy feudal Japan during wartime. Yeah, it's fantasy feudal wartime Japan. Like, there's nothing that's like officially or non-fictitious. I don't remember. They might reference something from like actual Japan, but it's mostly fictitious Japan like environments. They tell you enough. They tell you enough that you need to know. Oh shit. Clearly abandoned, which don't lose, and has falls irrevocably, eternally, foreverly. Is foreverly a word? Uncancelably. Oh man, don't tell them they're uncancelably. Someone will try to cancel you. Sole property of merchant McGilda Dreeg. Hereby be known as Bargainburg. Any legal inquiries or complaints arise, contact unintelligible. Thank you for your cooperation. It's kind of weird how there's just a floating... Oh no. Let's get back up to Bargainburg. Alright, we're back here. I wonder how the speedrun's gonna go of this game. I think I have a good chance to do pretty well. Shit. I need to not do that other section full power. There we go. Okay. Haha! Damn it! Damn it! Damn. Oh well. We're almost there. I was able to thread that hole in one shot, so that's pretty nice. That one is a less than full power. Less than full power. Oh. Alright. How is this? How do people even like normally? Like everything's built on. Does everyone just have the ability to jump? Is that the story? Is this a world where everyone just jumps all the time? There we go. Haha! Oh, there's the coin. Hmm. Let's see. Damn it. That's gonna be a hard jump, I feel. The only shinobi I like is Naruto. I watched Naruto back in the day before it became Shippuden, and I sort of fell out of it by the time it became Shippuden. I remember when Naruto was first coming out. It got really huge thanks to the anime in I remember people call them I don't know, do they still call them Narutards? That's what they used to call them back in the day. They used to call them Narutards. I don't know if that's like PC anymore or whatever, but I don't really care that much. But you regularly call your friend a Narutard? I'm glad to hear that term is still alive and well. We gotta preserve our heritage terms. Oh, at least I scared it off. I think that's basically what I need to do, is just scare it off to the next area that... Oh, that's not far enough. Oh, that is. I'm pretty good at threading that hole. My main friend group might be the least PC thing you'll ever see if you ever see us. Least PC. It's okay because I was used to like the very non-politically correct atmosphere in college, you know, hanging out with a lot of people of just all kinds of different types of people, all different walks of life, kind of mixing together in the gaming area of the student center. None of my friends don't even know about Naruto. Oh, really? Man, imagine having normie friends. Nah, I'm sure there are people that I know that don't know what Naruto is, but I actually got surprised because I was talking with a friend of mine from undergrad, and you know, he was like a Magic player, and he was into anime, and but he didn't know. I assumed he would have known what a VTuber was, but he had never heard of it. I was like, really? You don't know what a VTuber is? I was like, no, what is that? I'm like, oh. Didn't seem very interesting though to him. Which is fair. I mean, I remember when I first like heard of VTubers, like, well, I mean, Kizuna I honestly kind of came out of nowhere, and it was kind of like, oh, this is kind of neat. But then like when Hololive first came about, like, I was still very like not very used to them yet, you know, and not used to watching VTubers. It wasn't until Corona came around that here we go. Oh shit. How are we doing? Hey, we're in a new section. This is farther than I've ever gotten. Great Frontier. Damn. I wonder what other secrets I've missed so far. Hey, that was pretty good. I got that edge right away. Uh-oh. Dang. Hey, progress. Yeah, we're making progress. I mean, once I actually start paying attention, it's not quite so bad. I just get caught up in talking, and then I'm like, I spend forever in the forest because I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll pay more attention in a bit. It's just so fun talking to you guys. I get carried away. Oh shit. Alright, a little bit farther. Oh, even farther. That's cool. Now I gotta recover so I don't spend forever in the forest again. It's okay, because we can do this very quickly. Too far over. Yep, I'm gonna get hit the thing. That was my fault. I mean, that's the thing. That's the kind of Zen realization to have. Is there's no reason to get mad at the game because every time you fall, it's your own fault. Why didn't you jump more accurately? That's why I don't really get angry. I'm always just like, oh man, I should have done that better, or whatever, you know. If anything, I'm more likely to congratulate the game on being clever or being a douche or. Oh, I hit my head. Like if a game, like, you know, does something to kind of, that's just like, that makes you kind of go, tricky bastard, like I think that's fun, even if it's an inconvenience or annoying or whatever. That's the furthest I've fallen? Really? Yeah, I guess in terms of like total amount of distance and like successive goes from that very top all the way to the forest. It's because I mentioned the forest. The forest called me back. Man, I'm gonna have "Yeah Boy Come Ming" song stuck in my head. Oh, oh, that was fine. Okay. Alright. We'll be out of this. Oh, not enough. This last jump up here is a little bit tricky because you have to give it like not full power, but you have to give it enough power. See, that was a full power one, that's too much. That's what I want. Just a little bit less than full power. Whoop. Whoop. I was distracted talking about full power and then I threw myself off. If I'm talking about power and then I'm not actually doing that power in the move I'm currently doing, it gets confusing. Alright, full power, full power, full power, like 90% power. Oops. That's more like 15% power. I did 10% and that's why I fell. Alright, and we're almost there. Too far. Oh no, it was fine. 1, 2, full power. Oh, that was like not enough. That was like 70% power. Oh. Alright, there we go. Hey, welcome Roberto. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Anna. Hope things are going well with you. I've just been having nice chill chats as I take this Jump King session very easily. I don't know, things have been good developments in my life so far. There's some things I need to take care of, actually. I need to remember to call somebody tomorrow. Hold on. Gotta put another post-it note. I really need to start taking these post-it notes down. Yeah, I actually recently what was I gonna say? Yeah, I got projects in the works. It's gonna be a while before they come to fruition, but I'm starting serious training and working on them. So rest assured, I am behind the scenes. I am training to become a better VTuber and person. One day, I swear, I promise you, one day I'll do some kind of singing. But my perfectionism won't let myself do it until I'm like, I know I'm good. So wait until after I've had a chance to take sufficient lessons, or have sufficient training, so to speak, and then maybe I'll indulge you guys. We'll see. Yeah, had fun. Okay. Thank you for hanging out. Take care, Dreaded Fate. Hope to see you another time, another stream. I stream at around 11 midnight and around 2 p.m. most days, I'd say. Most days I'll stream on one of those times. Some days I'll stream both of those times, but usually it's one or the other. And I'll often have a schedule, but I don't always have a schedule up for the week. I don't know if I'm gonna have a schedule next week. I might. I've been kind of like on the fence about whether I make a schedule. Like I feel like I'm never gonna have like a consistent like always schedule every week. Even though like for a good while I did keep up schedules, but I feel like it's just naturally gonna be the case that some weeks are gonna be more busy or there's gonna be more flexibility. So I'm just not gonna have a schedule, and but I mean you should be able to figure out when I'm streaming, because I usually stream around the same times. So 151. There's 12:51. Okay. I think I want to try making a. Let's see. We're in almost 2 hours. I figure I can go for longer than 2 hours. I don't have to stop at 2 hours, honestly. At some point, I want to do like an endurance stream, and try to get like as far as I can, if not beat the game in like a sitting, you know, because I feel like I'm taking this really casually, which is not bad, but I also appreciate like endurance. From my subjective perspective, it's fine not to have a schedule as long as streams are announced far enough ahead in time, like a day or so. Yeah, I'll typically try to announce it in advance. I can't always guarantee a whole day, but at least a couple hours before of a normal stream time of mine. I don't like holding people in suspense, but it's just the case that I'll often won't know for sure if I'm gonna stream, and yeah, until late. Yeah, like I pretty much I rarely take days off. I'm trying to think. Did I take any days off this week? I don't think I did. So like if I didn't stream in the afternoon, then I'm probably more than likely gonna be streaming in the evening. And if I streamed in the afternoon, there's a chance that I stream in the evening, but like don't necessarily hold your breath. But I do like to do a second stream sometimes. It's just that I don't always feel up to it, and sometimes I want to work on other stuff, so I don't always do the second stream. Alright, let's make a little more progress. Damn it, not enough power. Not enough power. I don't want to say not enough power again. Alright. Like, tomorrow's a day that's a little up in the air, mainly because I'll often have tabletop on Fridays, but not always. and sometimes it'll get canceled. And if it gets canceled, then I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll stream in the evening after all, because you know, I suddenly I had plans and I don't have plans at night, so streaming when I don't have plans, when I didn't have plans, it can be fun. But I realize it's not the best for everybody, but you know, I make up for it just by the fact that I typically stream at the same time each day. Yeah, I'm actually getting a little bit tired at this point. A little bit fatigued. There's some other stuff I want to work on tonight too, before I go to bed. That's the other thing too. It's like, I can't just, well, I can, but I don't want to just go to bed after the stream. There's a few things I wanted to work on. The clipping. What else? So I'm probably gonna spend some time watching some of a VOD of mine, and marking specific areas that I want to clip later. Used to gotta practice the hand things during work. Wait, the hand things? Are you talking about like Naruto ninja seals? Or are we talking about something completely different? I remember the hand seals were kind of amusing. I used to like joke around and we'll put up like hand seals, like, you know. I think anyone who liked Naruto and was anywhere close to their childhood, if not in their childhood, has done like a fake hand seal, you know, just for fun. I mean, why wouldn't you? Like, you know, it's just fun to make, like, oh, can I make that shape with my hands? Said it before, your tolerance to these typing games is so much greater. I'm surprised you can go as long as I do. Yeah? I don't know. Mainly because I don't really, like I said, it's mainly because I'm not beholden to the results, really. Like, I don't have a set schedule. Like, it's not like, oh man, I gotta beat this by the end of the month or else I'm gonna lose, you know, a wager or something. No, like, I don't care if I'm playing Jump King until the end of July, the end of August. I mean, if it's like, I probably want to beat it by the end of August. I mean, that just seems like good pacing, you know. But like, I'm not like beholden to it. If I get caught up in other stuff and I only get to play a little bit here and there, and I end up stuck on the game for longer, and like, I don't really care that much. Like, I'm beating it at my own pace, you know. I mean, that can change though. That's the thing. That can change if I like have a reason to get fired up. Like if I see Fauna or Callie or anyone else I look up to doing like oh, we're gonna do like a big Jump King event or something. You know, that might motivate me to want to finish the game so I can compete with them. Like that's how you know that I would like if Callie or like Fauna or someone did like a big. If I knew about it in advance and they did like a big competition or something, for like speed running or whatever, I would definitely try to beat the game and then participate in that. So then that's when you'd see me being like, okay, we're doing a 12-hour marathon stream while I try to beat Jump King. But until then, I'm not really like in a huge rush or anything. Look, I'm 23 and I still do. I imagine the hand seals there, like shh, 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 shh. Hey, welcome Metroid, welcome, nice to have you. We're still here for a little bit. I did say that I kind of wanted to end in decent time, but you know, my minimum, we just passed the 2-hour point, and I like going at least 2 hours in most streams. Like 99% of my streams are 2 hours longer or more. I would say it's probably 99%, if not 98 at most, like at worst, you know. But because I'm pretty sure I've only had like maybe 2 or 3 streams out of like 300, like, or out of almost 400 streams, like, where I've gone under 2 hours. So it's pretty consistent that I'm like 2 hour plus streamer. Can't forget the activation sound effects. Oh yeah. Closest thing that I've seen is a VTuber fighting game tournament. Oh yeah? You know what I want to enter in terms of like a VTuber related like tournament or like a stream related? I wouldn't mind entering like a mahjong. Like I should maybe like look and see if there's anyone that would be interested in doing like a, or if I could like join like a mahjong collab. That might be fun. You know? Like there's a lot of people that play Mahjong Soul, and I got like, you know, I'm literally a Mahjong Soul whale. So like it'd be fun to like use all my different characters and play around and have fun, you know. Use emotes a lot while playing with other people that indie VTuber Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic tournament. Oh, that would be interesting too. Yeah, like a indie VTuber Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, I feel like would be more likely, because I haven't really seen any other VTubers play Magic, but I've definitely seen other VTubers play Yu-Gi-Oh. So I feel like if there was gonna be like a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, that I feel like I could organize that. It's just a lot of work, man. You know, like, I don't know about you. Have you guys ever like been part of like, you know, done like organization of like a major event, or like coordinated like a group? I mean, I'm sure all of you have had to be the leader in a group project in school at some point, right? Or maybe like had to have some kind of like leadership position. It's a pain in the ass, like having to handle the logistics of everything and make sure everyone's like on their game and stuff like that. Like, I admire people who are good leaders and will actually stick with that long term. Like, I can do it. It's just, man, it takes a lot out of me. I can't do it. I can't be like, I feel like I'm best as like a kind of like the first mate to the leader, that like helps out the leader on all kinds of stuff and can be deferred to if the leader is like, you know, kind of like a vice leader almost. I think that would be like my best role, and that's typically like the role that I ended up in like my part-time jobs. Like when I worked like fast food, like I was never a manager, but like I was liked by the cool managers, and I was liked by the cool managers essentially because I backed them up on stuff and I knew my stuff, you know. So I got on, you know, I got on good graces with them. I don't know where I was going with that, but no, there's been big cross-company Apex and indies and randos from the internet. Oh yeah, there's definitely been like big Apex tournaments, but honestly, like I said, like FPSs aren't really my thing. I think I do have the potential to get into FPSs. It's just a very big shift from like what I normally do, but I could do it for a while. I don't know if I could stick with it, because there was a time where I got into Apex for a while. And there was a time I got into Overwatch for a little bit. It just never stuck, you know? Did for a Shadowverse tournament and a VTuber server, and Discord's really a pain in the butt. It's fun to see the results. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what part of what makes it worth it, is seeing the results and getting that thanks from that, getting that one-on-one thanks. As one of my favorite movies, Groove, had a scene that basically like you do it for the nod, you know, after the end of the event where like someone comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, I really needed this, thank you," and they give you a nod and you nod back. That's what you do it for. Like, it's not about all. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things you can do it for, but like sometimes like the best thing can be just like the one person appreciating you, that you know like really needed it, and you feel like, you know, make a little difference for somebody. Shadowverse tournament though, huh? I used to play Shadowverse. I got to Grandmaster, I think, in Shadowverse. And then I like lost interest and stopped playing because I was like, there's nothing past this, so. Or was it that I got to Master and then they added Grandmaster? It might have been I got to Master such a long time ago that they had like not added Grandmaster yet, and then. Cause there was one where like once you attained like Master, then like you work to get Grandmaster, but then you only get demoted down to Master, right? Like, yeah, I used to play a lot of Shadowverse. I think Shadowverse has like the most amount of hours out of any game I have. I think on Steam, it's one of the most, like, and that's not even all because of playing it. That's a lot of it. A number of hours is just from me like leaving the game on overnight and going to sleep and forgetting about it, or leaving the game on in the background while I do other stuff. Shit. Let me find Shadowverse. See how many hours. I have 834 hours in Shadowverse. It says. I would estimate about like maybe 600 to 700 of those are actual hours. At least. For fun facts, let me look at Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World had 504 hours for me. Meanwhile, Rise is only at 71 hours. So yeah, I have a lot of catch up to do in Rise. Everyone I know is like past me, like VTubers, friends. Well, that's not true. Like. I think you guys like in chat, like I think most of you have not actually been playing it except for maybe like one or two. So, but like VTubers and like, you know, some people I know personally that play like are just like way farther. I mean, you've seen Misha. Like Misha's like, you know, way farther than I am. Like you saw Misha playing with me. He's like MR like 1 billion, and I mean he's working on getting to MR 100 right now. I'm only like MR 3. I haven't even unlocked my MR, you know. More hours in World than me. I stopped playing World in 361 hours. Oh yeah. I don't play, to be honest. I just gave the people the idea and they said, "Oh, okay, you do it and everything," and we play. Oh, that sounds exploitative. That's too bad. I hope that it wasn't too bad for you and that people are appreciating you, because that doesn't sound right. If they're just like, "Hey, you do it," and then reap the benefits. I guess I don't know. My two most played Misha's a monster. Oh man, you don't know the half of it in terms of Misha being a monster. What's that? Is that lore? Well, what do you think Misha is short for anyway? 900 hours in Dead by Daylight. Wow. That's a lot. I can't even play Dead by Daylight. It's too scary for me. It's too spoopy. Honestly, I could probably play Dead by Daylight. Like, I just don't want to, because it's just like, honestly, like, I used to be more interested in like horror stuff, even though I was traumatized when I was young, but like nowadays I just don't even want to like be too exposed to that sort of stuff. Like, it's fun from like a Halloween perspective, but like after a certain point I just like I don't really like. I stopped playing Binding of Isaac because I was like, I got repentance and everything, but I just eventually stopped playing it. I just like it, I don't like the art style that much in terms of like the grossness and the gross out humor and the, you know, that sort of stuff. Like, not really my thing. Yeah, I was traumatized when I was young because when I was like single digits, my older cousins and stuff would like babysit me, and they like watching horror, and they wouldn't turn it off or not watch it, and they just watch it, and then they'd expect me to go in the other room if I didn't want to watch it. But like, why would you as a kid want to go into your room by yourself when everyone else is in another room in the dark watching a horror movie? Doesn't that sound scarier than actually just sitting with them and watching the horror movie? Like, the suspense is worse. Like, so I ended up watching like these, but like, you know, I'm like super young, so I got the shit scared out of me, and like, you know, to the point where like I was traumatized by Nightmare on Elm Street, like to the point where, like, you know, for years I did not sleep with my feet. I slept, I had to have my feet sticking out from underneath the covers because I was so traumatized from Nightmare on Elm Street that like I was afraid like Freddy was gonna like pull me under the covers and take me into his like evil dimension and kill me and stuff, you know? Like, I was that scared that I always slept with my feet sticking out from under the covers, because the way that shit worked in the show is like, you know, the covers were tucked underneath the bed, right? Like, so like you look under the covers and there's like a portal to like the Freddy world, right? So my idea was, well, if my feet are sticking out from under the covers, there's no exact way that it could turn into a portal, right? So that's why I'd always sleep with my feet out from under the covers. That's how I felt watching Chucky as a kid. Yeah, I got scared of like Chucky too, and like to some extent I was like a little more used to dolls, but I wasn't like super scared of dolls or anything. There was definitely dolls that like creep me out, like, but I was not as scared of dolls as I was scared of Freddy, basically. I wasn't like that scared of Jason, because to me Jason was less scary to me because he felt a lot less supernatural, you know? Like, I was scared of the supernatural when I was young. I was very scared of the supernatural. I've chilled out a lot, but that's kind of just me being old and trying not to give a fuck. But like, I used to be super scared of the supernatural when I was little. Like, that's why Freddy scared me so much, because I was fully believing that like he was able to just fucking drag me under the covers and kill me and stuff. So I was always scared, and like I spent a lot of I was scared like a lot, like, you know, like that's one of my major memories from childhood, is being so scared of like Freddy and horror. Like, I remember my cousins used to scare me with the Friday the 13th NES cartridge, waving it in front of my face, and that used to scare me. Like, just seeing the cartridge was enough to scare me. Like, and the dumb like NES graphics with like Jason popping up and like you know, like attacking with his knife, like that scared the living shit out of me, even though it was all like NES like 8-bit graphics. You look at it now and you're like, how could anyone be scared of this? Oh, if you're like 6 or 7, trust me, you can be scared of that shit. Like, that's why yeah. I'll always be on record. It's like I'm comfortable talking about that stuff, but like, you know, if someone tries to goad me into like playing horror, like I'll tell you straight up like why I don't play horror, and honestly, like if I tell you that and you still want me to play horror, that's a little bit heartless, a little bit, you know, with what I've gone through, like, and I've been on record to say that like the only way I would want to face my fears and do horror is if like I was literally on a stream with like my heroes alongside me, like playing the horror game with me, like if I got to do a collab with Fubuki on like a Phasmogoria stream, I wouldn't be able to do it 3D. 3D would be too much even for that. But like a 2D stream with Phasmo playing with Fubuki, like I would stomach it for the sake of like, and look to her for strength, you know. Freddy made me laugh as a kid while Jason made me afraid of swimming in a pool. Oh, really? It's funny because Freddy was the one that made me scared of swimming in a pool, actually. Because there was a scene in one of the movies. I don't remember which one. It might have been like the third movie or something. But there was a scene in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies where like they're in a pool and like someone gets attacked by like a Freddy hand, and that scared the shit out of me. So I was even scared of like my pool. Like I had a pool growing up, an above ground pool. And I was scared. There was a while where I was scared of the pool because I was imagining like Freddy hands just flying around in the water, just attacking me, you know? I had a very active imagination. I remember, I don't know if anyone remembers that movie Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, but that was a movie that I watched and I got the shit scared out of me too. Like I watched it, I remember with a couple cousins. I was a little older, I think, at the time, but I was still like plenty scared, and like I remember like trying to sleep afterwards and just lying there like on the couch, like eyes open and just like afraid that like, you know, like a demon is just gonna pop up, like be like, hi. I don't know. It's just a thing. I'm kind of a scaredy cat, but I've said it before, like it's a weird juxtaposition because I'm a scaredy cat, but I'm also like unfazed by extremely dangerous situations a lot of times, like when I got robbed and when I got into car accidents. Like I'm very calm under fire, but like jump scares and horror movies, like in Supernatural, like no, I'm good. You can't, like, the problem is you can't punch a ghost, like, you know? Or, I mean, you can punch Freddy, probably, but, yeah. You can barely play Five Nights at Freddy's 1 on one of those indie game sits in 2010 on the computer. Oh man, playing Five Nights at Freddy's at school, that sounds interesting. Horror games are just no almost all the time. Only exception was playing with a friend. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said I could, like, play with, like, Fubuki. Is, I think, like, if not only just a friend, but, like my hero, literally. Like, or one of my idols, you know? I've only ever seen ghosts move shit around, only barely. They're just annoying me to death. If punch Freddy, he'll skin me. Exactly, like it's dangerous. But yeah, like I would maybe play like like having Misha on my arm, and Misha's presence does help give me like courage and strength, but I think I would actually need like an additional help and reinforcement and support. Someone I could really like cling to, and like if I could like completely cling to someone and like peek over their shoulder while like, you know, like just be like, you know, just like over their shoulder, just peeking, and as I play, like that would be the best way. Like if I was hugging someone in front of me and peeking over their shoulder from behind them, I think that would be the most secure, comfortable way. I would need like, yeah, I'd need like a security person. Kind of tough to have Misha on stream. What are you talking about? I have Misha on stream. Here. Misha is now on stream. Anyway. Here, we'll have Misha on stream for a little bit, because why not? Say hi, Misha. Misha won't say hi. I've actually thought of a way that I could like put Misha on like on the screen besides on my arm, but he's also comfortable just in my lap and stuff, so not a big deal. Although I just realized something. One second. Oh shit. Scuff. I just realized that I'm using my controllers, but I'm using my controller, but I'm not using my controllers. But here we go. A little late, since I'm probably going to be ending the stream relatively soon, but look, I have my controller now. Playing Jump King with the mind. Yes, yes. Misha is my snake. Misha is not my pet though. Misha is my partner. We are partners in crime. And is why I can say I'm a housewife. I mean, never mind the fact that it's a little weird that I'm the housewife to a snake, but you know, don't judge me. I won't judge you. Maybe Misha is all the friends we made along the way. Maybe Misha is a representation of the psyche. No, I don't know. I had fun with my design, honestly. Like, I feel like I'm honestly pretty proud of my design because I feel like I put a lot of time and energy and thought into it, and I feel like it paid off and it came out really nice. And I got it done by my dream artist, you know, my dream artist, Ramdear. She's a prolific in the Toho sphere, She's a Toho artist that does a lot of Suwako Moria, who is my goddess, and she was the artist I contacted to try to get to do my art for my model, and I was lucky in that she was completely on board with the idea, even though she had never done a VTuber model before, and we started working with each other. It was definitely a way for me to flex my Japanese abilities, and yeah, we have a. I love my mama. My mama's great. Like, we still talk in polite form, in private with each other, but I don't know. That's you know, it's we talk casually, like, in public sometimes. Like I said, like Mama Saiko before, but like it's really hard, like in Japanese, to not talk at least somewhat politely with other people. I mean, it could be fine if you're like, you know, Gaijin Smash and you don't care, I guess, but generally I like being very polite and showing that I'm not just a dumb gaijin that doesn't know things. Turns out to be really good, as pretty and unique as Sopon. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I integrated a lot of different like aspects, like rats being I had a lot of pet rats in my life. Unfortunate part about rats is that they don't live very long, unfortunately. But they're very awesome pets for the few years that they're around, you know. And yeah, my first two rats were Dumbo rats, and Dumbo rats they're still the same breed of rat as normal pet rats, which are brown rats. But Dumbo rats are kind of like a variation where the ears are larger and more on the sides of the head as opposed to on the top of the head. That's why my ears are, you know, on the side of my head, more like human ears, because I'm a Dumbo rat. Which is nice because it lets me wear cat ears and stuff like that, which I normally wouldn't be, because, you know, that's where rat ears would go if I was a normal rat, but I'm not a normal rat, so I feel like and then also it contributes to a pretty unique profile, a silhouette. That was one of my considerations, because people say that like one of the keys to a good design is a design that's recognizable even from like a silhouette, you know. And I feel like my design is pretty recognizable from just the silhouette because of like my tail and my hair and ears and, you know, snake, you know. You can see all those things in my silhouette. Yes, I am canonically a Dumbo rat. Yeah, my first two rats were Dumbos, Aya and Yumi. They were adorable. That's actually what I was saying in the post, or in the title, or in the post that I made. I was saying about how rats can jump. Like my rats could definitely like jump. Like my first two rats, Aya and Yumi, like were especially like jumpy, in the sense that they were just like, they were very affectionate and playful, and they were almost like dogs in their personality, because as soon as I'd like come in, they'd be like all excited and wanting to give attention and affection, and like, you know, they would like lick me and like groom my, like lick my nose and stuff like that, and it was really adorable. And like they definitely could jump, because like when I clean their cage sometimes, I would like put them on an ironing board while I'm cleaning the cage, so that they're just like sitting on the ironing board while watching me. And Aya would oftentimes just decide to like jump from the ironing board and just latch onto me because she wanted to like hang out. So she'd be able to like do like a pretty decent horizontal jump. Vertical jump, rats can do pretty decently as well. Yeah, there's other things like my connection to Toho and Suako and Reimu kind of partially contribute to my hair tubies. As anyone who is into Toho knows, that the hair accessories are very important. These are very similar to Suako's, but different color. They're very adorable. Like rats do make good pets. Like I would say, of all the rats I had, they were all like friendly and had vivid personalities, except for one who was kind of like recluse, like not really reclusive, but was kind of touchy, because but the thing is that typically when a rat is like not well socialized, it's because like they didn't they had an issue, like it's because of issues. It's not because, like, rats generally are kind of like a cross between dogs and cats in personalities. Like they're more chill than dogs are, but they're more like friendly and affectionate than cats are, I think. Like overtly, like, you know, like for example, like if my rats were just playing in the room, right? Like if I had them like out of the cage and just running around in like a bedroom or something just to play, you know, because yeah, getting the rats out of their cage and enjoying like time out is important, because, you know, time to stretch and get exercise and explore, and curiosity, you know, it's good to, it's stimulating to have new environments. So but like I would have them just be like roaming around in like a room for a little bit, just hanging out, and if I leave the room for a second and I come back, like as soon as I come back, they would like run to me, you know, like how a dog would, like if you left and then you came back, like they'd like run up to you and be like, you know, right? Like that's how a dog would be, right? That's how my rats would be, like my first two rats especially. I mean, they can definitely like be busy or doing their own thing, but like they were just very like affectionate. And yeah, the younger socialized, the better. Although I would say the only thing I would say to anyone, like if I had to limit it to like one point of advice to give to any aspiring rat owner or the like, is that you should not have solo rat. Solo rat's no good. There's a reason why me and Misha are paired. Rats are very social creatures. Like you can think that like, oh well, I'll spend a lot of time with the rat. But like that's nothing compared to like a cage mate that will be around like 24/7 and constant like companionship, you know what I mean? Like rats really need that, like more than other animals. Like there are other animals that are kind of like hamsters are like often, like I think a lot of breeds are like solo, kind of solitary, you know, you should only have one. But like rats are like always like don't trust anyone who says that you should only have one rat. They're lying. Take that from a rat. We need other people, definitely. Another reason why rat was an appropriate animal for me, because I feel like people are very important to me. Ah shit. Ah shit. I just walked off. I just need to get a little bit farther than I was at, and then I'll stop, I think. I'm almost... I just need to focus in and pay a little bit more attention. Honestly, I feel like if there's one thing about my design that's a little plain, is probably like my hoodie. But, that's not necessarily like all bad. Shit, still not strong enough. I think a simple design can be a good one, but I think it would be like if you compare it to like Hololive designs, I think it's even a little too simple, like, you know what I mean? But it works for me. I feel like for example, this is just like a random hypothetical, but like if I were to ever like be recruited or something, and like I got like an image update or something, I feel like a lot of my design is good, but like if anything, I would maybe like update like my hoodie and maybe a little bit cooler, or like, you know, updated design. Like I'm not a fashion designer by any means. I just like comfy hoodies and cute clothes and comfy clothes. So I feel like there's potential there if I were to get like an outfit update, which might be in my future still. I mean, like I definitely don't have the money to be affording like getting new live 2D models or outfits all the time. But it would be nice to have like a second model one day that I can like switch between, you know? Like I feel like I've gotten a lot of mileage though out of this model, like between the various props that I've used, like during winter I had like a wintry hat that I got the prop from Ramu Mama, and I was using it as my as kind of like a winter themed outfit, you know? And that looked pretty good. I thought that looked pretty good. From what I know, getting recruited by Hololive would mean you lose the Kumiko design entirely. Well, it's not that you would lose it. I mean, I don't think I would have to surrender my rights to my own design and my own I'm pretty sure like I may or may not I would maybe have to like, I don't know, maybe take down some of my content or something or stuff like that, or just have a shift in how I produce stuff, but it wouldn't mean that I'd go away or anything, you know, necessarily, because I mean there's people on Hololive and other stuff that like do stuff off of Hololive, and as I said, like Kumiko belongs to me. I am Kumiko. Like no one has the rights to Kumiko and can take that away from me, really, you know? Oh, I wouldn't be able to use Kumiko. Well, that's the thing though. You know, you say that, but there is precedent. There is precedent. Suisei and Miko are both had their own model and were independent VTubers outside and got recruited by Hololive. Even like places like Phase Connect have some VTubers that they recruited from outside that kept like their models and maybe got like an update or something. So like it's not unheard of for people to actually go and bring like their model or something. But like I don't know if I'd want to. That's the thing. Like at the same time, like, you know, having a new design and having a separate thing for like an agency sort of situation would be kind of, you know, would be kind of fun. And it would be cool stretching, like, you know, coming up with another idea and stuff. Yeah, Soisei is basically her own creation. she came up with the suisei design and was VTubing as in like she drew her own VTuber model and was using that, and then got recruited by Hololive, and then they gave her like a actual artist like that was like professional, and redid her model and everything. But she was suisei before, and she stayed suisei when she joined. That's honestly like, I wouldn't be opposed to that sort of thing happening, but at the same time, I do like the idea of like doing something like new at the same time, and also being able to like retain Kumiko for myself, because I don't know what would happen if I were to move to other things and like join an agency or other stuff, but like at least I would have Kumiko to return to or fall back to, regardless of how things develop, right? And it'd be kind of like a home base for me to kind of like work from, I guess. So they say join the music division? Oh, okay. I don't know the story behind Miko though, because I know Miko was VTubing on her own, and I don't think she was music related. Also, I didn't say welcome, but welcome, Fate. Welcome, welcome. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be going. Probably try to cut it off not long after 3 hours at the latest, I think. When are they lost in the rights to design not getting included in ads? I mean, I have no idea how like that sort of contract and rights things would work. That's the thing that would be kind of scary, right? Like if you that would be the thing that would scare me if I were to move my design to like an agency, is would they gain the rights to it, and would they be able to like take it away from me, Like I wouldn't want that to happen. I think I would just prefer having a whole separate thing for that agency, and have Kumiko as my home base, kind of. But I don't know. It's still very up in the air, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know what lies in my future, and I'm just staying hopeful and applying to Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen, like, oh man, can you imagine if there was a VTuber that like did Hell's Kitchen though? That'd be kind of funny. Well, I would appreciate if like you don't like mention people's other VTuber personas or talk about alternate identities of stuff, like at least keep it's fine. I just try to be respectful, basic level of respect, that sort of thing, I guess. No, it's no problem. I think in terms of forbidden knowledge, like VTuber forbidden knowledge, like that's one of the least controversial ones. I think that's like one of the biggest like the least kept secret in the VTuber world, probably, I would say. That's not really controversial to say that. But at the same time, I still want to at least keep basics. So like people can be like, oh, I was in Kumiko's chat and I saw people talking about people's other identities. And people just talk about that, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just want to be basic. I wouldn't want people talking about that if I was in that situation necessarily. Oh, honestly, if I might not care if that was at that level of progression, but like, you know, and generally, I would say, yeah. Hell's Kitchen VTuber edition. Oh man. Hell's Kitchen with Hachama. Actually, I could see that as a parody. HK Hachama Kitchen. I'm surprised that that doesn't exist. It might exist. Like, does that exist at all? Like someone made like a HK Hachama's Kitchen. Spider cooking. I'm sure people have made all kinds of jokes under the sun at this point. It's hard to say whether or not someone has made a joke before yet. Damn. Alright. Moment of truth. Oh no, wait. I gotta get to this next section. Gotta pay attention. Okay, ready? Oh shit. Okay. Alright, and then we go here, here, full power jump, 75% power jump, pretty much 100, 60%, 50%, that was way too not enough power. Okay, 100%, 60%, 50%, 80%, there we go, 40%, oh I made it. Anyway. No reason for being like that. I saw a loot of Hachama cooking a few minutes ago. Oh, really? I like how brazen Hachama is with her lewds and stuff and appreciating them. I appreciate that. Because I am definitely someone who is no secret. I do like lewd stuff. I mean, I've warned people to not be under 18 and look at my likes on Twitter at the same time. Definitely not. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay. We're almost to a new section. Oh shit. Damn it. There we go. Damn it. 60, 100. Okay. Okay. New part. Oh no! Okay. Okay, what's this? How the fuck? Okay, so I have to go up here. Okay. Hey, more progress. Oh. What's this? Day 187. It appears my journey is at its end. It seemed it was not meant to be me after all. For so long I believed. But when I reached that place, there was nothing I could do. Perhaps I can find some place to stay back in Bog Town. I wonder if they will believe me. Bog Town, huh? Oh shit. Oh shit. Still, we made good progress so far. Oh shit. Oh shit. Go for a full neuron activation. Yeah, I gotta activate all those neurons. Wait. 40, wait. 50%. Oh shit, too much. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That was a big fall. It's okay, because we can get up very fast. See, I'll show you how fast we can get back up. There we go. Ah, that was almost like a perfect streak of. I was almost impressive there. Damn it! Just a little too far. Whoop. Now we're making some back pedal. Okay. Okay. Ah shit, not enough. Not enough power again. All of the jumps have a certain like threshold for how exact you need to be. This is a very exacting jump right there, because you have to basically thread the hole. This one's very easy because it's just full power at the right position. This one's like a 60 to 80%, I think. So 70 to 80% maybe power. This is like 40 to 60. That's like 50. That was not enough power. Oh well, that's a shortcut. Ah, dang it. Oh, I tried to take the shortcut and I took a long cut. Still, we did do what I wanted, which is get farther than I did before. So I could stop at any time. But let's see if I can't get back to... Let's see if I can get back to that screen. Oh. Okay. We'll either stop if I get back to that's the most recent screen, or if I end up in the forest again, we'll stop. Damn it. It's amazing that the Jump King is immune to fall damage. Well, he's not a Jump King yet. He's the Jump Prince. Believe in the me that believes in you. Oh, you're making Gurren Lagann references. Heck yeah. Gurren Lagann is one of my favorite anime of all time. I would say my top 3 anime are probably Gurren Lagann, Madoka, and Nichijou. With some others being like honorable mentions, like Kill la Kill and Slayers, and there's a number of good anime, honestly. It's just that typically after I mention Gurren Lagann, Nichijou, and Madoka, and Kill la Kill, I have to think about it more. Yeah, Boy Come Ming is really good. I just watched that. I would definitely count that as worth watching. And it definitely made me cry. I don't think it would make most people cry. It made me cry though. But I get moved by music kind of easily. I thought I almost didn't make that. Almost there. Is that okay? That was enough. Oops. Oops. Damn. Alright, that's the dangerous jump. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Damn it, not enough power. It's funny because I threaded that jump the first time, like immediately, but now the second and later times I'm having trouble. Let me see. Let's try it one more time. There we go. And then I messed that jump up. Damn it! And then I messed that jump up. I see the end of the day in sight. Ah, way too much. Way too much power. Okay. Damn. Still too much, but oh no. Okay. See, this is the part where I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling like I'm not like frustrated. I just feel like I'm more like slightly fatigued, possibly agitated. I don't know. Not agitated, but this will be the point where things start getting fun if this was a marathon stream, I think. Okay. Too much. Oh, too much. Hold on. I'll get it this time. I'll get it this time. Yes. Yes. Okay, now I can look at chat. I wonder if a bar that shows you how much you charge to jump would be a good improvement or would make the game too easy. I don't think it would be an improvement. I think it would detract from the game a fair bit. Because you can just, cause I feel like part of what makes this game fun and a good feel, like it's a good feel when you play it and play it well, is the fact that there is no jump bar and you have to intuit all your shots. And landing multiple shots in a row when you're just doing like this intuition sort of just trying to it feels very good. If there was a bar, then you'd be able to be like, oh well, you'd be constantly measuring each time, and you'd be like, oh, I need it to be exactly this big when I charge the bar. You know, like it would detract from the game so much. I feel like this game is way better that it doesn't have a bar. I'm sure there are mods that you can put like a charging bar. I bet you if you search Jump King mods, there's like charging bar mod. I would avoid that like the plague though. Oh, dang it. The shortcut became a long cut. A longer cut. Damn. Alright. I don't know how I managed to make it like 3 hours just talking about whatever, and I still managed to have a lot to talk about. I was like worried again, like I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna have anything to talk about. Always ends up working out for me, for the most part. Sometimes I'll run out of stuff and I'll just be like, it'll be the nice logical end of a stream, you know, when I run out of stuff to talk about. But it's not always the case. Oh shit. Okay, we just need to make it to that screen and then I will stop. Wow, that was a weird sound. Damn. Wait. Ah, shit. This is a surprisingly tricky section. Ah, too much power. Ah, damn it. I do definitely find this game way more comfy than getting over it though. Not that like I was miserable in getting over it or anything, but a power estimation jumping game is just a lot easier for me to play. Oh shit. Shit. That's deceptively hard to get over. Like, probably should at some point. You feel the percent of the jump with the finger that you're pressing the button. Basically. I mean, sometimes it feels like I'm pulling back a bow, you know? Oh shit. Well, I did say if I made it back to the forest or the other place that I would stop, so I guess this is where we're stopping. Hey, what's up? Alright, going home. Gonna rest for the day. Yep, I think that's it for today though. I do appreciate the fun hangout times and chilling out. Thank you to the new people who came and hanged out. Nice to meet you, and hope you enjoy my channel. And yeah, check out my content. I have almost 400 streams up, so there's plenty for you to watch. My playlists have like most of the games that I've played, besides like some of the one-offs. But so yeah, if any of that interests you, please zehi take a look, please. But anyway, that's it for me though. Thank you all for coming. I had fun. take care and have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. And good night, everybody. Bye.